Hello and welcome back to UIE TV channel. Please subscribe our channel to get further videos automatically in your inbox. U.S. border closures with Canada and Mexico to be extended another month, officials say. U.S. Customs officers stand beside a sign saying that the U.S. border is closed at the U.S./Canada border in Lansdowne, Ontario. On March 22, 2020, the United States agreed with Mexico and Canada to restrict non-essential travel because of the coronavirus, COVID-19, outbreak and is planning to repatriate undocumented immigrants arriving from those countries. Photo by Lars Hagberg, AFP, photo by Lars Hagberg/AFP via Getty Images. CNN non-essential travel between the U.S. and its two closest neighbors, Canada and Mexico, is expected to remain blocked until at least late August amid spikes in confirmed coronavirus cases in large swaths of the U.S. Two Canadian government sources with knowledge of the situation told CNN Tuesday that the border with Canada is expected to remain closed until at least August 21. Later on Tuesday, the Mexican Foreign Ministry announced that it was extending its border restrictions, also until August 21. The decisions to extend restrictions on both the northern and southern border come as the more than half of U.S. states have paused or rolled back reopening plans and confirmed cases in the United States approach 3.5 million. The extended restrictions on travel between the U.S. and Canada will include stepped-up enforcement and surveillance at most Canadian land borders in the coming weeks, said the sources, who spoke on condition of anonymity as they are not authorized to speak publicly on the matter. The Mexican Foreign Ministry said on its official Twitter Tuesday that after checking the rise of the COVID-19 spread, Mexico proposed to the U.S. the extension of all non-essential traffic restriction at the common border for 30 more days. Both countries will continue looking to coordinate the sanitary measures at the border region. The measures will be valid until August 21, 2020, the ministry added. Both borders have been closed to non-essential travel since March, although the administration's actions on limiting travel across the southern border also seem designed to curb migration to the United States, a pillar of Trump's immigration agenda. CNN has reached out to U.S. officials for comment, including the White House. A State Department spokesperson from the Bureau of Western Hemisphere Affairs told CNN that we have nothing to announce at this time, adding that, Canada and Mexico remain strong partners as we work together to combat COVID-19. President Donald Trump and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau discussed the matter briefly during a phone call Monday morning, according to Trudeau's office. On Tuesday, the White House provided a readout of the call that did not mention an extension of the border closure. Trudeau is expected to formally announce the decision later this week. We recognize that the situation continues to be complex in the United States in regards to COVID-19, Trudeau said during a Monday press conference. Every month we have been able to extend the border closures to all but essential goods and services, and those discussions are ongoing with the United States right now as we are a week from the next deadline for closures. We're going to continue to work hard to keep Canadians safe and to keep our economies flowing, and we will have more to say later this week, I'm sure. Mexico's decision on extending the border restrictions comes after Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, commonly known as AMLO, said the pandemic is losing intensity after meeting with his health cabinet on Sunday. I want to tell you that the report is positive, is good. The conclusion is that the pandemic is decreasing, is losing intensity, AMLO said in a video address to the nation. It also comes less than a week after the Mexican president met with Trump at the White House, the first trip López Obrador has made outside of Mexico since taking office in December of 2018. Truck drivers, healthcare workers, flight crews and others, including most recently sports professionals, are currently exempt from Canada's mandatory 14-day quarantine. There are similar exemptions for essential travel across the U.S.-Mexican border. At least one public poll suggests Canadians aren't eager for a reopening as the pandemic escalates dramatically in the U.S., where new cases of the diseases have reached 60,000 a day nationwide. According to one poll, a large majority of Canadians say the U.S.-Canada border should remain closed for the foreseeable future. The U.S. has 3.37 million confirmed cases and more than 135,000 deaths as of Tuesday, according to Johns Hopkins University, which reported that Canada has 110,058 cases and 8,836 deaths. According to a CNN analysis, the U.S. currently has the highest per capita death rate from COVID in the Americas, at over 41 coronavirus deaths per 100,000 population. Canada's death rate is about 23.5 per 100,000, the analysis found. Ontario Premier Doug Ford echoed Canadians' apprehension to a border reopening Monday as he conceded the spike in cases in the U.S. was a worrying development. "I see these numbers from Florida and they're staggering, 15,000 people who contracted COVID in a day. That is scary," Ford said during a Monday press conference. "But we're being pretty vigilant. We aren't rushing into anything, we're opening up slowly." Reflecting that reality, in a statement to CNN, the Public Health Agency of Canada says it is imposing new control measures at its international borders. To minimize the risk of importation of COVID-19 cases into Canada, the Public Health Agency of Canada, PHAC, has personnel at 36 points of entry across Canada. These high-volume ports of entry receive 90% of all inbound travelers, the statement said. PHAC has deployed officials, including screening officers, clinical screening officers, and quarantine officers, to select high-volume ports of entry to support the Canada Border Services Agency in carrying out COVID-19 enhanced screening measures. These include conducting health assessments and determining the suitability of quarantine and isolation as required under the Quarantine Act, the statement continues. Thanks for watching Universal Information and Entertainment TV. Please like and subscribe our channel for more updated videos, news, information and entertainment. See you in next video. Stay tuned.